Hey there, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a left leaning and a right leaning double decrease. Now, when I say double decrease, I mean a decrease that reduces the stitch count by 2 as opposed to 1 stitch, like you might be used to with a knit 2 together or a slip slip knit. Now, these decreases are not simply a knit 3 together or a slip 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 knit, although they do incorporate the traditional single decreases as their foundation. They lay a lot flatter than if you just add a stitch to those traditional decreases. And you're going to see we're going to do a little trick that makes those decreases lean the way that they lean. So you can see that I've used those decreases here in the lower parts of my neckline and my armholes on this little vest. And I'm really excited to show you these decreases. So let's go. All right, let's start with a left leaning double decrease. I'm making another sample of that vest I showed you at the outset. And just like on that sample, my decreases are leaning toward the main part of the fabric, but you can certainly mix it up and put your decreases wherever you like. So I'm going to start by knitting my selvage stitch here. And now the decrease will take place over these next 3 stitches. We're going to decrease those 3 stitches into 1 stitch. So the first step of the left leaning double decrease is to slip 1 stitch knitwise. Okay. And then when you've done that, you're going to knit 2 together. Now, I know what you might be thinking. A knit 2 together is a right leaning decrease, but we use it as the foundation of this left leaning decrease, and you'll see what makes it a left leaning decrease here in just a moment. So go ahead and knit 2 stitches together. And then here's the trick to making it a left leaning decrease. We're going to take our left needle tip and slip the second stitch on the right needle over the first to decrease an additional stitch. And it kind of resembles a bind off there. So there we have our left leaning double decrease. 2 stitches are leading up into the one that remains on the needle, and it's laying really nice and flat. Kind of see that there. I am now at the spot where I'm going to be doing my right leaning double decrease, and again I have a selvage stitch at the end of the row here, but my decrease will happen over these 3 stitches. I'm going to decrease them into 1 stitch. So similarly to the left leaning double decrease, which incorporated a right leaning decrease as its foundation, the right leaning double decrease also does that by incorporating the slip slip knit, which is a left leaning decrease. So that's how we're going to start. We're going to first slip slip knit across these 2 stitches here. So slip 1 stitch knitwise, slip another stitch knitwise, then insert our left needle into the front of those 2 stitches and knit them together through the back loop. Then we're going to slip this stitch, the one we just made, from the right needle to the left needle. And then we're going to pass the second stitch on the left needle over that first stitch to essentially bind off one and decrease another stitch. And then we're going to slip that stitch from the left needle to the right needle tip. And there we have a right leaning double decrease. And the 2 stitches below it are leading up into the one, and we've got just the 1 diagonal, and it's laying nice and flat. I knit my selvage stitch here. And then let's take a closer look. So there I had a previous right leaning double decrease, and that's the one we just made. And here are my left leaning double decreases. And that is all there is to it, friend. I hope you found this video helpful and that these decreases were a lot easier than you thought they might be. They really do build on the foundation that you probably already had, especially if you already knew how to slip slip knit, knit 2 together, or bind off stitches by passing them over other stitches. And with that, I'll leave you to the rest of your day. Happy knitting, happy decreasing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!